All right, kids, what's up? Salty Bet back with another video. I want to talk just for a minute about the PGA Tour this morning. So yesterday it was announced that the PGA Tour, the LIV Tour, and the DP Tour, which used to be the European Tour, as a side note, that is the worst name you can name anything. Like, y'all seriously should change that. Just Google DP and see what comes up. Anyway, they have all merged. And there are a lot of players. Basically, the players on the PGA Tour are beyond pissed. As well they should be. I don't see how Jay Monahan, who is the director, CEO, president, whatever, of the PGA, keeps his job after this. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter because he's already lined his pockets. Right? And this is why I don't, bringing sports in America is a business, right? That needs to be our starting point. And everything that happens thereafter, if you start there, you won't be nearly as upset because everything is about money. Everything. And I could make the argument that 98% of everything that goes on in this world is about money. Money makes the world go around, right? This was about money and nothing else. It was never about some bullshit moral high ground. It was never about us versus them. It was never about doing the right thing. Although there were golfers who did what they believed to be the right thing in turning down hundreds of millions of guaranteed dollars. Rory McIlroy comes to mind. I believe he was offered $500 million. It's rumored that Tiger Woods was offered $900, almost $1 billion. Guaranteed money to play and live, and they turned it down because they were loyal to the PGA. This brings me to my second point. Loyalty in sports is a fool's game. Fans are loyal to their team for the most part, whatever team you root for, right? Until they trade your guy. I'm a Cubs fan, so I know this better than anybody. With the fire sale, I guess it's been 3 years ago now, the trading of Wilson Contreras, all this stuff, right? They are contract employees. And that's it. They are pieces in a puzzle to win a championship, which, wait for it, generates more revenue. If you're the world champion of anything, you're going to make more money than if you're not the world champion of something. That's just sports. That's the way it works. And I love it because it is a pure meritocracy. If you're good, you get paid more than if you suck. That is the perfect world for me. Fully understanding, you don't care about me as a person. That's fine. I don't need you to care about me as a person. Just pay my ass. I'll go out and I'll put out on the field or on the court or whatever the case may be. Pay me accordingly. I will win and I will be rewarded. That's the trade-off. So I feel bad to some extent for the players who were loyal to the PGA, stood by them, answered questions all off season and a big chunk of this season, only to have the guy who called them to arms to fuck them right in the butt and didn't even have the courtesy to give them a reach around. He fucked them, pure and simple. And I don't see how he keeps his job. I really don't. And all it would take is for one major star, i.e. Rory McIlroy, to go, you gotta go. Like, this whole thing was bullshit. And oh, by the way, every player, it has been reported, found out on Twitter. He shot him a letter a couple of hours before the announcement. Most of them found out on Twitter because they were playing in a tournament. I mean, there's a big part of me that thinks that Jay Monahan, first of all, he's a hypocrite, right? He called up 9/11 because, you know, there were people who lost family on 9/11 and you know, had to you know, hear that the Saudis have basically bought out. The PGA could not compete with Saudi money. If we've learned nothing in this world, you can't compete with Saudi money. Their pockets are too deep because they have all the oil. I don't know why people can't get that through their fucking head. You can't compete with them. Not financially. And they're going to buy up the world is what's getting ready to happen. But he referenced 9/11 as, I think, all but two of the alleged hijackers were from Saudi Arabia, right? And then turned around and struck a deal with those same people that he was just bad-mouthing. So, you know, he's a piece of shit to be sure. A hypocrite 100%. But this just goes to show the power of money. And people, everybody has their price. I believe that to my core. Everybody. It's just a matter of how many zeros is at the end of that figure. How big's the number? Everybody. And, you know, again, I still feel bad for some of the guys that were loyal and stood by them. They're out hundreds of millions of dollars. They'll never recoup that money. It's just gone. All for a fake, you know, I won't call it a fake narrative, but a part of me thinks that they knew, the CEOs and LIV and Jay Monahan knew this was going to happen the whole time. So, congratulations, guys. You're all back together. They put you all back in the same sandbox after you got done dragging each other through the mud. Now you got to figure out how to play together. Have fun with that shit. I'm out.